Hi there, my magical star beings. This is Psychic Siren Tarot, and welcome to the channel. In today's reading, we're going to be taking a look at who is secretly in competition with you and why. Why are they secretly in competition with you? But this reading is more going to focus on the actual person rather than why. So now let's take a look at all your crystals in your piles, but please be aware this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. So for pile 1, we have rose quartz as your crystal. And we have the 4 of cups. For pile 2, we have Larimar. And we have the 4 of wands. And for pile 3, we have honey calcite. And we have the 3 of wands. So I'm going to give you a few seconds to pick a pile. Pick whichever pile you're most drawn to, the one that is calling out to your soul the most, and that will be your pile for today. But of course, if you are drawn to more than one pile, always trust your intuition. Once you're done picking a pile, please find the timestamps for your pile in the description box below, and then I'll see you at your reading. Hi there, my pile number ones. If you chose this rose quartz crystal and the 4 of cups as your significator card, this reading is for you. We're going to be taking a look at who is secretly in competition with you and why, though the focus is going to be more on the person rather than why. So let's go ahead and add your cards. Please be aware this is a general reading, so only take what resonates, leave the rest. So I'm hearing that song that's like, I'm like a bird, I only fly away by Nelly Furtado. I don't know where my home is, I don't know where my soul is. And what I'm getting from this person is 4 of Cups energy is this kind of vibe of like feeling a little bit bored with your life, feeling a little bit meh. The 4 of Cups is meh energy. Like, I look in the mirror and I feel meh. I look at whatever I do and I feel meh. Like, I'm not satisfied with whatever I do. A feeling of insecurity, a feeling of feeling like they may sometimes look in the mirror and feel plain or just boring. Like, they may even call themselves boring. I'm not calling them boring, but this may be just like how they view themselves. And I feel like with I'm like a bird, I always fly away, I don't know where my home is, I don't know where my soul is. It kind of feels like this person kind of needs to find themselves a little bit. They need to go on a journey of self-discovery. And I feel like sometimes they will feel very much like they don't know who they are, or they don't necessarily know how to express themselves or how to feel good within themselves because they haven't really found their own self, if that makes sense. So we're using the Shadows and Light Oracle deck first. Let's get one Oracle card to represent this person's energy and who's secretly in competition with pile 1, spirit guides of pile 1, who is secretly in competition with them. So we have Autumn is my last chance with Please Don't Lose Hope, card number 6. Stifled, bored, stuck, Violet Duchess. This is how they feel in their life. And I don't think it's necessarily you that's triggering anything within them. They've always felt this way within their own life. I'm seeing the movie Tangled before she freed herself and escaped from that tower in place. And she must have been sometimes bored up in that tower. Like, I'm getting maybe this person doesn't really have any hobbies, doesn't really have anything that makes them stand out or anything that necessarily has people remember them by. They sometimes feel boring. They sometimes feel plain. They sometimes feel like they have nothing that really makes them be seen or noticed or anything like that, or no talents. Okay, so this is kind of like their intentions towards you. 2 cards wanted to come out. So we have Restriction, card 35. And we have focus card 33. Now let's use the Astral Realms oracle. This is the Wisdom of Avalon oracle. So, who is jealous of pile 1? Who's secretly in competition with them? We have Fluoride with Introspection, Asterion, card 15. Okay, so with your pile restriction, let's just see what your cards say. We're using the Lightseer's Tarot. So Spirit Guides of pile 1, who is secretly in competition with them? There's like a hidden energy here with this last card. At the back of the deck, we have the Queen of Wands. Okay. So we have the Three of Cups showing up as your second card. We have the Queen of Swords. I see where this is going. The Lovers. I don't think this is an actual romantic lover. I think, I'll tell you what I think. We have the Chariot, but it has something to do with love. We have the Star. We have the Moon. We have the High Priestess. And we have a bunch of extra cards, which I will add in a moment. Let's just put it here for now. So my pile number 1's, what I want to say, since we have the High Priestess here, I think you already intuitively know who this is, but I think you'd maybe just want confirmation through this reading. So always trust your intuition when listening to the messages. If it makes you think of a specific person in your life, then take it as that. Even if I say something that kind of throws you off, because sometimes I will listen to readings as an intuitive person, and then they say certain traits and it makes me think of someone, and then they'll be like Virgo, and then I'll get confused and I'll be like, what? You know what I mean? So trust your intuition when listening. Okay, that's what I want to say. I feel like with the Moon, this could be a specific message for someone here. You could sometimes dream about people that are secretly in competition with you, or you may not dream of them specifically, but you may dream of a scenario or an instance that comes through that is symbolic for something. Like I'm getting, maybe you dream of something and an animal is in that, and then that animal represents them. Like, let's say you dream of a wolf, for example, and that dream of the wolf maybe represents their energy, and the wolf tries to attack you. You know, like the one time I dreamt of a crocodile and the crocodile attacked me, and that crocodile probably meant someone specific's energy in my life, you know. If you Google that animal's meaning, that's just an example, but I mean, I feel like sometimes you will have dreams that are symbolic of something, or you'll have a dream of a situation and it doesn't necessarily represent the person that's doing something to you, but the energy behind it. So like, let's say you dream of a specific person that's in your life right now, and they do something to you in the dream, someone from your past has done to you, and it's not saying that the character of that person doing that in the dream is like that, you know, like, let's say, for example, you had a friend that backstabbed you, and then you dream of a lover backstabbing you, but then it's actually representing the friend's energy, not your lover's energy. Does that make sense? It's just an example of the energy, but I'm seeing that. I'm seeing you may sometimes intuitively feel when this person's thinking of you or talking about you, or just, you may just know, or you may just pick up on the energy, because I mean, you're showing up as the High Priestess and the Moon. This person could also have spiritual gifts without realizing, and could unintentionally tap into your energy when they focus on you, or when they focus on. I feel like sometimes this person focuses on trying to be more like you. Like I said, I'm getting the personality of someone that doesn't necessarily know themselves, someone that feels very boring, someone that feels very plain. Like, I'm not saying this, but I'm picking up on the energy, right, of how they feel about themselves. And I think this person has a soul. Of course they have a soul. What was I going to say now? I said soul by mistake. What is spirit bringing through? Soul rebirth. They're going through a soul rebirth, but I was going to say they have a low self-esteem. But maybe that's rebirthing within them. Like maybe you're triggering a rebirth within them. Because whatever you're triggering within them is triggering introspection, is triggering self-discovery. So your guides are saying don't lose hope on the situation. Like, don't even really focus on it. Don't even really think about it. Allow this person to go through their own motions and cycles, and eventually this will lead to a soul rebirth on their part. But what I'm picking up on here is someone that sort of wants to become like you. And it's not like they want to be you specifically, but it's kind of like they focus on what you're doing and they try to maybe copy some things you do. But I don't think it's just you they do this to. That's what I want to say. So it's not like they're trying to be you, because I see them doing this to many different people. And it kind of feels like they look at a person where they like something in them, and to me it doesn't feel like a malicious intent. It doesn't feel like a malicious intent, but there is somewhat of it. Let me try describe what I see here. So I see someone that doesn't feel good about themselves. On some level, they feel inspired by you. They look up to you. They see you as someone they kind of want to be more like, or become more like, because maybe they see you as someone that shines bright. They see you as someone that if they become more like you, because they see you as very confident, they see you as someone with a lot of talents and gifts. And it's like you've reached a point in your journey where you know who you are, and or this is just what this person sees in you, and they see you having many different things in your life that they want, and they see you connecting to your own intuition. They see you connecting to your own spiritual gifts and your own spirituality. And it's kind of like, oh, if I tried to act like Pal 1, or if I tried to become more like Pal 1 and tried to copy them and focus on what they're doing, maybe I will find my own way. Maybe I will become confident. Maybe I will become special. Like, and this person has a deep-seated insecurity. And it's not like coming through as like maliciousness where they want to like hurt you in any way, or be you in any way, or gossip about you in any way. It's not coming through like that. It's more coming through like you're someone that is always moving forward. You're someone that is always leveling up in some way. And it's kind of like, whoa, pile number 1, slow down a little bit so I can catch up. It's kind of like, when you see someone dancing and maybe you try to copy their dance, but they're dancing too quickly that you can't copy them. And it's like, whoa, slow down, pile 1. So that's what I see here with the restriction card and the star and the chariot. Like, whoa, slow down, pal number 1, because you're going too fast that I can't catch up to your drift. Like, I can't catch up. And I'm hearing Krabby Patty secret formula. They see you as you have some kind of Krabby Patty secret formula with whatever it is you do. They see you as very talented. And it's kind of like they want to copy you. So this person doesn't know who they are. And they kind of want to focus on becoming more of a confident person. They kind of want to be... Okay, so what I was seeing earlier is like they see themselves as the last bread that is chosen out of loaf of bread, or the donut that no one wants, that is so plain, and they see you as the donut that is so delicious and sweet and everyone wants this donut. It's kind of like they see you like that, and they see themselves as the last apple that no one wants. That is all bruised, and you're that perfect apple that is like so shiny. Like that's the way they're kind of seeing themselves. So for some of you, I'm seeing different scenarios. Yeah, I'm seeing maybe someone that could be a friend for some of you, or part of a friendship group with the Three of Cups. I'm also seeing someone that wants to be a part of your friendship group but can't be, but feels like almost like left out, like let me in. I'm seeing the Shrek movie where I think it's the first movie where all those fairy tale creatures go there and they all want to come into his house but they can't. It's like that type of energy, like let me in, let me in. And then I'm seeing another type of scenario here where it could be like a lover's ex, for example, or it could be your ex's new person, or it could be like let's say for some of you, if you had an ex that cheated on you or something, like the side person, like I'm getting that type of vibe for some of you, and for others of you, I'm getting the vibe of like someone that wants to be in your friendship circle is part of your friendship circle, or someone that a specific message for someone like they see you being liked by others, they see you being wanted by others, or they see you in a romantic relationship with the lovers where the person really loves you and maybe that's something they want, or they want to be admired the way you are by people. It doesn't necessarily have to be romantic, but they view you as someone that has a lot of crushes on you, or someone that is always being admired by others, or liked by others, or stared at by others. And it's kind of like they want that. And I'm clairvoyantly seeing a dog, right? And this dog sees the other dog's bowl and wants that dog's bowl, but then they have their own dog bowl. And it's like this person doesn't see the universe wants to give them something of their own, but they want your cup. Does that make sense? So they want something you have and they want to be like you because they believe that it will bring them that confidence they want. It's kind of like I see it like this. You could be the star, they could be the moon. But now they're the moon wanting to be the star. Or they could be the star and you could be the moon. And now they're wanting to be the moon and being like, oh, I'm a star. A star's not good enough. It's like you and this person are totally different on totally different wavelengths. But it's like they're comparing themselves to you. And I see it like this person has their own thing that makes them special, but they're not seeing that. They're not seeing that within. It's kind of like a daisy that wants to be a rose, but the daisy is beautiful in its own way, you know? So who is this person? I feel this person is someone that doesn't really have a lot going on for them. I don't see them having many hobbies. I see them being at home. And there's nothing wrong with being at home because I'm like an introverted person that likes spending time at home watching movies. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. But like, I don't see them having any hobbies. I don't see them having any passions. I don't see them focusing on anything that builds them up or, you know, looking within and trying to find themselves. I see them more so trying to be like other people or looking at themselves and feeling very bored. I see like the type of person where you talk to them and they're kind of like they believe they're boring, so then their answers are kind of short and boring. And like it's because they believe that. I'm not saying they are, but it comes through like that. Or the type of person that has something and then they're unsatisfied with it. You know, they're unsatisfied with what they have. They always want what the other person has. And like I'm seeing a person maybe at a party and like they're standing there in the corner but it's because of their own beliefs. That's what I'm getting from spirit, because They believe no one wants to talk to them, but maybe other people are looking at them and thinking, that person over there is so beautiful or so handsome, like I want to talk to them, but they look kind of shy, so I'm not gonna try ruffle their feathers. I don't know, like that type of vibe. Or more of a loner here, more of a loner type personality. This person could also be someone with talents within that they're needing to find, but they should find that through passions, through hobbies, through things that they want to do. But it's like, I don't see this person really having anything going on for them. I think this person has an incredible mind, and they come across as very quiet, but if you really got to know them and really got to speak to them, you'd see that they have a lot to say. You'd see that they have a really intelligent mind, and you'd see that a lot of what they're thinking or saying is true, and that they can be a little bit of a chatterbox, but I feel like they've been made to feel like they're so boring that they don't want to really even speak. And this is about something you have that they want. And they could have things that are valuable in their own life. They could have, achieved some things within their own life, but not be satisfied with it. Or they could have this type of energy where they get love and they get these things, but they're not satisfied with it. They want what you have, or they want what other people have. They believe they're being so restricted, but they're not. All they have to do is look within and see what they already do have. Does that make sense? Spirit, please give me more on who this person is. Spirit is more so giving a scenario on like how they're in competition with you, but I want to know who this person is. I see they are a loving person, don't get me wrong. They are a loving person. They can be someone that if they were to put their focus to something, they could become very good at it. They could be a really good friend. They could be someone that has this type of energy where they take something, they really put their focus to it and transform it. They could be someone with a really amazing mind, someone really talkative, someone with really good conversations, wise, intelligent, logical, They could also be someone really determined. And if they take that determination and use it towards something, then that restriction will fall away. It's kind of like this person has potential, but it's an unfulfilled potential. Does that make sense? This person could be someone that thinks really deeply and could be that type of person that's quiet in the whole room, but like I said, when you actually get to know them and talk to them, you see that they have a lot of ideas. They have a lot of things to say, but they don't say it. They're really talkative. They could be that type of person that tries not to give up on something, even if they notice it's like kind of falling away, or it looks kind of hopeless. They try not to lose hope. They could have really big dreams and goals, but maybe there is some kind of limited belief here that they cannot get it, that they're restricted from getting it. And they could be someone with really romantic dreams, like of what they want in a relationship and what they want in romance, but it's kind of like they believe no one would like them. So all of this is stemming from limited beliefs and insecurities, So signs I see here is Cancer, Aquarius. These can be yours or theirs. Gemini, Libra. So air signs heavily, yeah. Water signs heavily, yeah. Pisces and Scorpio too. To be honest, I'm having a hard time describing this person because I feel like all I'm hearing is not good enough. Like, not good enough, not good enough. Like, that's their belief in themselves. And it's a little bit hard to describe them because it's like their belief of themselves clouds who they really are. And then who they really are is deep down within, but they don't really know who they really are. So it's hard to tap into who they really are. Does that make sense? But let me try get some more information. So they could also be very perceptive, like they could be that very analytical person that can look at something and really understand it and understand patterns and things. They could be very wise and sharp and direct, and like when they speak, they're very to the point. I see this person has a lot of amazing ideas, and they're also really honest and intelligent. I see this person could be very good at maths or science. I don't know why I'm getting that, but I'm getting that. So this could also be someone that makes really good choices, because the Lovers card is also about choice. And I feel like they could make really good choices with their intelligence and their mind if they really put their mind to it. And that could get them very far, and that could get them very successful if they just saw what was really within them. Like I said, not trying to be the moon when they're the star, accept themselves as a star and see that as that is a strength of theirs, that is not a weakness, and not try to be the moon, because they can never be the moon if they're the star. Does that make sense? Or vice versa. But it's like, if they really saw these qualities I mentioned, if they really saw their unfulfilled potential, they could reach there. But it's like they don't even see it in themselves. So you might not even see it in them, which is why, like, I'm not really getting much about this person, because if I explain who they really are behind their beliefs, you may not even get who it is, because it's like, because they're not even reaching that full potential. Does that make sense? They could be a person with a lot of duality too. But I feel like they want to fall in love. They want friendships in their life. They want to reach success in their life. They want all of that. They want to stand out. They don't want to feel restricted like this. And they don't want to feel like they're the last one that's wanted. So let's look at the other cards. Maybe this can be who they really are. Two of Swords. Yeah, good choices. Five of Pentacles, lack mindset. Knight of Swords. Eight of Swords. Eight of Pentacles. They're not really stuck. Eight of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, it's their mindset. Swords energy is mindset, right? It's their mindset that is keeping them stuck. It's their beliefs that are keeping them stuck. Because if they were to just go towards it and rush towards it and let go of this lack mindset and make that choice and take that leap of faith and work towards what they want, work towards their potential that they already have, they could reach the star energy. They could get noticed, So now I'm going to take a look at the Divine Feminine Oracle deck and see why they're in competition with you. More about that. So 2 cards for why they're in competition with pile 1. We have Catherine Labour. I don't know how to even pronounce these names. It says, the patroness of miraculous healing. I'm ready to heal. I'm worthy of the miracles meant for me. So they're jealous of you because they feel like you have miracles in your life. They feel like you have everything they want. We have the cosmic egg with the divine feminine. I hold the universe within me. I am the force of an ever-expanding love. Maybe you have an amazing love life. At the back of the deck, we have the poetess with, I love every inch of my body and I love the women in my life fiercely. You may be very creative, which is what they're in competition with. You may be someone that has this very divine feminine energy, like Empress energy, and it's like you really know how to draw in things, and it seems like your life has miracles in it to this person. It seems like you have everything they want to achieve. You've attracted to yourself, and it's like This person feels stuck because they believe they can never have it. They believe they can never find the key to that. But if they just took off the blindfold, they see that maybe they have a different type of energy that can also attract that. And because you love yourself, because you have self-love, because you've reached a state of healing where you are able to love every inch of your body, and even if you're not fully there yet, this person wants that. Wants that feeling of feeling in control of their life, wants that feeling of feeling successful, feeling loved, feeling admired, feeling like they have friendships, feeling like miracles have happened in their life, feeling like confidence in themselves. But that takes work. Are they going to work towards that, or are they just going to keep being jealous? Like, I feel this is jealousy. This is insecurity. Like, I'm jealous of what you have, but I'm not even working towards it. I'm shooting myself in the foot before I even try. Like, I'm stopping myself before I even try. Like, this is how this person is in this energy. So I don't even want to continue with this. This is lame. Like, this is really lame. I really hope this reading resonated. If it did, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in my next reading. Bye! Hi there, my Pond number 2s. If you chose this Larimar crystal and the Four of Wands as your significator card, this reading is for you. We're going to be taking a look at who is secretly in competition with you and why. So please be aware this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. So let's go ahead and use your card. We're starting off with the Shadows and Lights Oracle deck. So I picked up on an energy of abuse and trauma here. Okay, some of you may actually relate to pile 1. We have here stifled, bored, and stuck, Violet Judges. This is this person's energy, card number 18. And at the back of the deck, we have Mend a Broken Heart Fairy, healing from heartache. I feel like this person has been abused growing up in their childhood. I literally saw a vision. This is not nice to see in a reading because it's really triggering for me because I've had something similar, but it's like I saw this person being beaten. Well, I haven't been beaten, but I've had something else. But anyways, like I don't know, like I feel sorry for this person in a way because I feel like they have a past that wasn't necessarily easy. That was very traumatic. And my heart feels for this person. So when we look at this person, of course, their trauma isn't an excuse for their behaviors of being secretly in competition with you, but it could contribute to a little bit of the trauma response here. Okay, so let's look at the rest of your cards. And I feel like this was when this person grew up in their home. So this is their intentions towards you. This is the Shadows and Lights Oracle. We're using the Wisdom of Avalon Oracle. So what are their intentions to pile 2? The person that's secretly in competition. Anger, retaliation, jealousy. The Wasp, card 21. And at the back of the deck, we have the High Priestess with Discernment, Prescience, Prophecy, Vision. Card 2. So you probably already intuitively know who this is. Trust your intuition. Your intuition is strong. So we're using the Astral Realms Crystal Oracle to get what and who this person is to you. Who is secretly on competition with pile 2. We have Pyrite, Mars, Momentum, card 24. And then at the back of the deck, we have Larimar with Neptune and Perspective, card 22. This has to do with their dreams, their goals, what they want to move towards, what they want to take action towards. So either they are already taking action towards it and they feel like it's not going anywhere. They feel very stuck in the same place, but it's their perspective on it. That is a little bit off, okay? So that's what I want to say right off the bat. It has to do with their dreams, their goals, something like that. Something they want to move towards that you have already moved towards. Okay, so now let's use the Lightseer's Tarot for any information on this person. So, who is secretly in competition with my pile twos? We have the Knight of Cups. I feel all these cards wanted to come out. And this one, okay, those two. At the back of the deck, we have the Ace of Wands. I'm seeing a B clairvoyantly. It has to do with work or something they want to go towards. Could be a co-worker for some of you, but it could also be regarding something they want to work towards. Six of Pentacles. Queen of Cups. Six of Cups, someone from your past, definitely. The Five of Cups. Page of Cups. Knight of Wands. Let's just try and make space for an extra card. We have the Page of Swords. I don't know what I'm gonna do here. It's like there's no space here. Just do this. And then we have the Ten of Cups and the Page of Wands. So pile 2, who is secretly in competition with you? We have 3 pages here. First thought I'm getting, this person has a very immature perspective of the world, but I understand why and I have compassion why they do have this. You know, when someone goes through trauma and their mental capability stays there at that age, I've seen it in people that have gone through trauma where they're a little bit more, they're not as emotionally mature because they still are at that age where they got trauma. I don't know if I'm explaining it correctly. I'm not a psychologist, so I don't know all the information behind it, but I know somewhat about it. Maybe research on that more. But what I see here, I'm seeing a vision of in your shadow. Like, I feel like I'm in your shadow. I feel like I'm always in pile 2's shadow. I feel like pile 2's always better than me. And I'm feeling a pain in my solar plexus. This person was abused in a way where they could have also been emotionally abused and been told things like, you're not good enough, like, been told things about their body, about, you know, maybe growing up in school, maybe the parents told them, you know, this is not good enough, your grades are not good enough, things like that. Like, I keep getting this vibe of like this person not feeling worthy, not feeling good enough, not feeling like they have that self-worth. You know, they don't know their value, they don't know their worth yet. And they feel like they're always in your shadow. They feel like no matter what they try, they always get disappointed because I see they are trying. So it is different from Pal 1. Pal 1's person was like, they don't try, they don't even try, but they're like, oh, Pal 1's better, blah, 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 blah. This one has a little bit more maliciousness than Pal 1, but it's like, this person is trying. They are trying, but it's their perspective of themselves and life and the situation that is holding them back. It's a lesson. It's a test. Okay, so I see this energy here where it could even relate back to past lives. This competitive energy could relate back to past lives because I'm seeing like you could have had a past life with this person where they were your sibling or where there was like that competitive energy and it trickled into this lifetime because it wasn't resolved. I'm getting that from your pile. And I'm getting that this jealousy is trickled down from past lives. I'm also getting this person could be jealous of your love life. There is a lot of jealousy here in this pile. This person's very jealous of you, and they're angry because you have everything they don't have. You have everything they want, and to you, everything comes so easy. That's their perspective. Like, everything comes so easy to pile two. Like, why does pile two deserve it? Pile two has the universe just give everything to them. They're just given everything. Everything just falls into their lap. You know, people are interested in them. People want to flirt with them. People want to be in love with them. People give pile two's opportunities. Pile two goes after something and they take action towards it and it just falls into their hands so easily. But I try and try and try and try and nothing works and nothing works. And I come up with ideas and nothing works. And all I do is get disappointed. What's the point of even trying? Like, I see this person saying, what's the point of even trying? Because I'm always never good enough. Everything I try is never good enough. And it's like their belief and their perspective of their self being mirrored back to them from the universe. Does that make sense? So I'm seeing like this person is trying, yes, they are putting action, but because they're in this energy of envy and jealousy and not seeing their own value and not seeing their own worth and their perspective of themselves, the universe isn't giving them that blessing yet. The universe wants to give them that blessing, has it for them. I'm seeing like almost like your parent has bought a present, but they have it, but they're just keeping it. They want to first see this person learn the lesson before. This person's learning a lesson of self-worth, which I feel you have already learned, pal, too. But this person's very wounded, which is why the advice here is to have compassion for them with the Queen of Cups. Give them compassion because although they are coming to you with maliciousness, I'll just say discern, don't let them into your life, but also like keep them at an arm's length if they are in your life, but also try to have compassion for them because they're a very wounded person. You know, I don't think this person has had an easy life. I think they are trying, and it is true on some level. They are trying and they're not seeing any results, you know? This could have been someone you had a lot of fun with. This could have been someone you partied with in some way with the Four of Wands, or they could be considered that type of person. That's the life of the party. I feel like they're a very fun person, very fun to be around. Like, don't get me wrong, this person's really fun to be around. I feel like if I had to go out with this person, I'd have the best time ever. But I feel like a lot of this fun persona they put on to the world is because of their childhood trauma. And I'm seeing it's like because you may not even know about their childhood trauma, but I'm seeing it's because it's this feeling of them never having that happiness in their childhood. So they always create that outside and create that persona of like, oh, I'm so happy, everything's going so well. So you wouldn't even know this person is feeling disappointed in themselves because they have that kind of persona to the world, like everything's going well, I'm so happy. Like, you know, they could be that type of person that posts on Instagram and then they only post the highlights of their life and happy things and, ooh, look, I got this and this and this, but they'll never like show their disappointments. And like I'm getting this person could also be someone like, let's say you go out there with them and you have fun with them. Like, even if something makes them sad, I don't get that they would necessarily talk about it. They do feel things very deeply with the Queen of Cups, but I don't think they necessarily share those feelings with others. I think they more so keep it inside because I feel this energy of shame, like feeling ashamed for what they're feeling like there is no reason for them to even feel what they're feeling. Like, it is what it is. It's nothing. It's like they kind of invalidate their own feelings, I'm getting. Like, there's no reason for them to even feel like this. You know, they may repeat to themselves things that have been said to them in the past, like, Like let's say their parents said to them, "You're so ungrateful." And now, like when they are sad or they are disappointed because they tried really hard to put in action towards what they want and it didn't succeed. It failed. It flopped. And then it's like, I'm just being ungrateful. I should be grateful. Like, I see this person reacting like that. I see this person has a very soft heart. They're a very soft individual and they're very, very generous with the Six of Pentacles. They're very generous and they can also be very charming and, very much like that type of fun person you have a good laugh with and very warm, very excited to be around, very exciting to be around. I mean, and they could also be someone with a lot of energy. I'm getting like very much like a lot of energy. They could gym a lot, exercise a lot, go dancing a lot, go partying a lot, go to lots of events. I'm getting like they're um having peacock energy, like they're very much like out there and they stand out in some way. They do know they stand out in some way. They could be very attractive and good looking too, and they do know that, but I think it has to do with either their career, their studies, something they want to do, something they want to get off the ground, and something they've been taking action towards, but it's not getting any results. It's not getting the results they've hoped for. Whereas they're seeing you do it and you're getting those results. So it could be someone you work with for some of you. It could have been someone you partied with or someone that was once your friend or someone that's kind of a friend, but more. I don't see this being like a close friend if it was a friend. I see it more so being someone you kind of have fun with, but it's not like so close. You could have been closer when you were younger, or you could have grown up with this person. For some of you, it could be a cousin or a sibling. For others of you, I feel this is someone from your past you're no longer in contact with. And for others of you, I feel this person is someone you don't know, and this person is someone that like works in the same field as you or does the same hobby or thing that you do, and they notice you getting a lot more attention and you getting a lot more love from others, a lot more like of an emotional connection to others in what you do. Does that make sense? So like, for example, let's say someone here does fashion. This is just an example of the energy. Doesn't have to resonate. Let's say someone here does fashion classes, and in fashion class, this person is noticing you do a look, and you know they see it and they do like what you're doing. They can admit that you're talented at what you do. And then they work on their own look, but it's completely different, okay? And let's say you show your look to the whole class and everyone's like, "Wow, I love it." Everyone's connecting into the energy of what you're doing, what you're giving in an emotional way, but it's like they show it and everyone's like, "Yeah, it's nice," but it's not the same emotional thing that they're giving you. It kind of feels like, yeah, they do get some results, but it's not the results they want. They feel very disappointed in whatever they're taking action to. But I almost get this feeling like this person is gonna change. They are gonna transform in some way when they learn their lesson. I feel like they're sort of like that diamond that is being put under pressure right now, but it's a lesson for them. Are they gonna focus on the jealousy? Are they gonna focus their perception on how well you're doing? Or are they gonna be in competition with themselves and figure out, how can I get myself unstuck? How can I learn here? What can I do? What can I learn? What can I do to grow? What can I do to put more momentum into what I do? How can I focus less on the jealousy and the anger against pile 2 doing well and more so put more action, or maybe not even put more action, but put more time towards learning and coming up with a method, coming up with a secret recipe on how I can master whatever it is I do. So it has something to do with their passions and what they're doing, their dreams with the Page of Cups. And this person is very passionate about their dream. They're very curious towards it. They have a lot of great ideas, but I think on some level there's some learning they need to do. And maybe their skill is really good too, but since they're coming up as all pages, I feel like they do have some learning to do. And they will still master the skill when they give more time to it, when they're consistent to it, when they do it from the feeling of love rather than from this feeling of I need to succeed, And when they are able to go within and believe that they are worthy of whatever it is they're looking for. So Spirit is giving me an example. I don't think this is actually true, but I don't think it's true. Let me just say what I see. So Kourtney Kardashian and Kim Kardashian and the beef that's going on between the two of them. And it's like, I don't think Kourtney is jealous of Kim Kardashian, but it's kind of like, you know how Kim Kardashian is that one Kardashian that's always seen, always noticed, blah, 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 blah. But Kourtney is more to her family and more like that. This person feels sort of like that, like they're in your shadow. Or I was seeing Beyonce and the three women that she first was with, she was first singing with those three women. But then she was always the one that was first. Or Regina George when she has her two friends there, but she's the one that's always noticed first. It's giving you that type of vibe. This person feels like they're in your shadow. Some of you may not even know this person, so don't take it too hard if you can't figure out who it is. Let's now look at why they're in secretly competition with you. So why are they in secret competition with pile 2? So we have the warrior saint. I am a warrior of love. My devotion attracts resources and support. Exactly, because they're doing it from this place of jealousy, from anger, from I need to succeed. I need to prove myself wrong. All of that. But then you do it from love. Whatever you're doing, you do it from this devotion, from this place of putting real passion and joy into whatever you do. But for them, it's not like that. It's for them, it's drive. I need to succeed. I need to be better than pile 2. I need to be better than pile 2. It's coming from the wrong energy. Okay, so they're jealous of the fact that you also have a lot of strength, but also because of the resources and support you have from others. Then we have the saint of spoken words. Every word I say becomes a prayer. I am the author of my own story. Because you have been put into the driver's seat of your own life, I feel you're someone that is creating and you're the author of your own story. But what this person doesn't realize is maybe you've already learned these lessons. Maybe not the same lessons as them, but maybe you've already learned to love yourself. Maybe you've already learned self-worth. So you're not on the same level. You're not on the same journey. You know what I mean? And they're a totally different person to you. So they shouldn't even compare themselves and say they're in your shadow, because that's just their perception of it. Because they're a completely different person with you, with completely different traits, talents, gifts, ways of doing things. Even if two musicians, they're not the same. Do you get what I mean? They bring totally something different to the table. Like I said to pile 1, the star shouldn't try to be the moon, and the moon shouldn't try to be the star, because they're totally different and they totally have different purposes. You know what I mean? And it's the words they're saying to themselves that are affecting their life, words or spells. So I see that energy. And then we have the Empress of Protection. I am safe and divinely protected. I am held in love at all times. So know that you're protected energetically from this person. And if Spirit doesn't give you more information, you're protected from knowing more. At the back of the deck, we have the Morning Star with my ego is in service of my soul and I trust my soul's divine timing. So I see it as this person will get there, but they need to learn from their ego. They could have also had this this root back to childhood trauma, because I'm seeing them be compared to a sibling or be compared to other kids in their class, always compared to others, and now they unconsciously do it to others as well, to themselves. So know that you're protected. Know that they're doing this because they see you in the driver's seat of your own life, and they see you getting resources and support in whatever it is you do. They see you doing really well. So this is why they are secretly in competition with you. So I really hope this reading resonated. If it did, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in my next reading. Bye! Hi there, my pile number 3s. If you chose this honey calcite crystal and the 3 of wands, this reading is for you. We're going to be taking a look at who is secretly in competition with you. So please be aware this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. We're going to be using the Shadows and Lights Oracle deck, the Astral Realms Crystal Oracle deck, the Wisdom of Avalon Oracle deck, the Light Seers Tarot, and at the end we'll look at why they are in competition with you with the Divine Feminine Oracle. So let's get started. So spirit guides on my pile number 3s, maybe please look into who is secretly in competition with pile 3. So we have a clockwork pumpkin with a wonderful idea, the aha moment. I feel throat chakra energy, throat chakra blockage with this person. At the back of the deck, we have witch at the end of the world, an important end, a new beginning. I feel they want to say something to you. This could be someone from your past. They want to say something to you. I feel like a petty energy. Like they want to say something to you that may end you metaphorically, not like they're not having any bad intentions to hurt you, don't get me wrong. But like, do you know when someone says like, oh, my comeback is going to end that person, like it's over for them. Do you get what I mean? It's like they want to say something to you, but they're too cowardly to say it to your face. Weird. So who is secretly in competition with pile 3? What is their intention to pile 3? So we have the Swan with Transformation, Trusting the Psychic Gifts, card 12. We have the Horse with Accepting Help from Another, Delegating Authority, card 26. So they may even want to ask for your help at the same time. Like on one side, I see them wanting to lash out at you or wanting to be petty towards you. It doesn't necessarily have to be someone from your past for all of you, but it kind of feels like you will know who this is. You will have an idea of who this is. It kind of feels like they want to ask you for help. 2, they also want to lash out at you at the same time because they see you to have a lot of knowledge and wisdom and you trust your own psychic gifts. I kind of see where this reading is going, but let me get all your cards. So, who is secretly in competition with pile 3? We have Emerald with Mercury and Cognizance. Yeah, Mercury energies, communication. At the back of the deck, we have Citrine with the Sun and Clarity. You will get clarity on who this is. You will get a realization here with the aha moment. Even if it's not during the reading, you will get that realization. This is confirmation from Spirit. This person's very insecure. I feel a solar plexus wound and this feeling of not feeling worthy or not feeling good enough. I feel this person has a perfection wound specifically, like this feeling like they need to be perfect and a feeling of like, I'm never going to reach that perfection. I will get more into that in a moment. Let's get your cards out. We're using the Light Seers Tarot. I don't know if I mentioned that. So who's secretly in competition with pile 3? I'm seeing the vision of Lilo and Stitch when she's dancing and then she's like doing the dance, right? And what's it name? that other kid with the red hair starts being mean to her, and then Lilo starts beating her up, and then Lilo gets kicked out of the class. I feel that energy of that red-haired girl, like similar energy to that, if that maybe explains some of it. So we have the Temperance card. We have the King of Swords. We have the Ace of Cups. We have the Eight of Wands. We have the Hermit. We have the Two of Wands. I'm hearing a song. I'm just trying to think who it's by. The Six of Swords in reverse could be someone that's not moving on from you. We have the Seven of Pentacles. We have Death and Rebirth. And we have the Four of Swords. So I'm just going to put this here. It's that song that's like, good for you, you look happy as hell. Happy as ever. Sorry. Happy and healthy. I don't know. Like, that song that's like, good for you, but not really good for you. So this person sees you doing well. They do see you doing well. So at the back of the deck, we have the Star. So who is this person? I feel this is someone with a vision. This is someone with a creative vision, is what I'm getting. Mercurial energy showing up. So strong Gemini or Virgo placements. Strong air placements too. So Aquarius, Libra too. I'm also seeing some fire energy. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And water energy. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Especially Scorpio. Especially Sagittarius too. And the mercurial energy, Virgo and Gemini. What I'm really getting from this person is they're coming from a place of love. I don't see any maliciousness in this pile. In pile 2 had the most maliciousness out of all 3 piles. I feel like this person somewhat looks up to you because you're showing up as a star at the back of the deck. They see you shining like a star. But there's also this energy of like bitterness and pettiness. Like, why does pile 3 get to shine? Like, why, like, what's so special about pile 3? Like, I see them being in that energy, but I don't see them wanting to harm you. I don't see them like actively trying to hurt you, or that didn't happen for pile 2, but I don't see them like trying to be jealous of you. I see it's like more a bitterness and a pettiness and an insecurity and a feeling of like, even my throat is going weird. I feel like they have something they want to say to you, but they're not saying it. And it's this feeling of they're almost like looking at you as if you're so perfect, but I don't think you even see yourself as perfect. It's like they've put you up a pedestal so much that they cannot even reach you, that you're not even on that pedestal. You never even put yourself on that pedestal. They're the ones that put you on the pedestal. Because I see them looking at you and thinking, pile 3 is so perfect. Everything goes so well for pile 3. They have such wonderful ideas. They're just shining like a star. Like, everything in pile 3's life is perfect. Everything in pile 3 is perfect. And it's like they don't view themselves as perfect and they strive for perfection, but they're never reaching that. Do you get what I mean? I feel like this person has a big vision, a big creative vision, a big passion for what they want to do. This has to do with whatever they're trying to plant into their reality. Whatever goal, whatever vision they have, whatever dream they have, goal they have, it has to do with their goals, okay? And it has to do with this type of energy of them, their talents and their goals and what they want to go after, what they want to, their ideas they want to communicate to the world. Okay? Their vision they want to communicate and express to the world. So what I'm really getting from this person, yeah, they have this big vision. There's someone that's a big dreamer. There's someone that dreams big. They're also someone that is very loving too. Even though they're bitter, like they are very loving. They are a very loving person, and they do make those around them feel safe, those in their circle, and they do care for those they love. But then I also feel like this person doesn't know you that well. I don't feel like this person knows you that well. I don't think they're in your friendship circle. And if they were in the past, I feel like they're seeing you sort of like, I'm seeing Scream Queens. I recently watched Scream Queens again, and I watched it a few years ago, and now I recently watched it again. And there was a fan of Chanel in there, and he kept sending her things like fan mail and things like that, but she never responded or read it. Well, she did, but it was kind of creepy the way he was doing it. And he put her on such a pedestal that it made her uncomfortable, that she didn't want him in her life. And she didn't want to even see things from him because he was just so like fanning over her like in a weird way where it was obsessive. Like he got her number and someone gave him her number, and like it's very creepy the way he was doing it. I don't see this person as creepy or anything like that, but it kind of gives this vibe of fan behavior. Like at the same time they're fanning, but at the same time they're petty. It's like they're watching what you're doing, but at the same time very petty. They don't really know you. I don't think they're in your circle, but it's like they want to watch everything you do and try to be perfect like you. Perfect, quote unquote perfect, because I don't think anyone's perfect. They're just see the good traits and qualities in you, the things you've achieved, the things you've transformed, the ideas you've created in your own life. And it's like they strive to be like that, but they don't see the struggles that go behind it. They don't see the hard work you put into it, into achieving that level of gracefulness and your talent that makes it look like you are sort of perfect. They don't see that. So it has to do with something they want to bring in. But I also feel like it's them striving for perfection that is limiting them. Because I feel here they have a passion, they have a goal, they have a dream, they have something they want to plant and bring into this reality and grow into this reality and transform. A dream, a goal they want to transform in the biggest possible way. And they can do this. But I'm seeing patience is needed here with the Temperance card, because if they had to look at this in a different perspective and be more consciously aware of this, their dream or goal is big, right? And what I always see in some people is if they have a really big dream or goal, it takes time to come into reality. The bigger the goal, the bigger the dream, the bigger it's going to take of time. Does that make sense? So it's like I feel they have worked hard. They have, really put their mind to it. But then at the same time, I think they're also expecting things to go fast with the Eight of Wands, when in reality, their path is much slower with the Temperance card, but also much bigger at the same time. So one thing I'm seeing for this pile, like the person who is secretly in competition with you, it's like whatever they're meant to get in this lifetime is huge, but it requires patience. Their lesson is patience. But maybe whatever you're getting has come to you fast, but maybe you're going to transform and get more things later on. But it's like this person wants what you have, but you two are not on the same journeys. Does that make sense? So with the Hermit, I feel like they need to look within. They need to look within, reconnect to their heart, get out of this bitterness, get out of this mode of wanting to be like pile 3, and connect to their own hearts and connect to their own path and express their own ideas, because their ideas are great. And if they really allow their ideas to come from their heart and allow that passion to burn, they can transform whatever it is they want here, even without your help. But I feel like they're not moving on from this fact of pile 3 is better, pile 3 is perfect. What is pile 3 up to? What did they recently succeed at? What did they recently transform? It's like they're too busy looking at your life. They need to look at their own life. So this is someone that really plans towards whatever it is they want. They're someone with an amazing mind and an amazing way of expressing their ideas. Great and wonderful ideas. Okay, but I feel since we have the Three of Wands, they're still waiting for these results to come into fruition. They need to be patient. That's what I keep getting. They've been planning, they've been learning, they've been, watching for signs, but they need to be patient. They're seeing you reach milestones. And they are optimistic that their dream is on their way, but it's like they keep looking to you and they keep comparing themselves to you. They keep wanting to be perfect. And I see this person may have grown up striving for perfection. And it's an unrealistic expectation they have on themselves. And it's due to the way they grew up. They could have seen a parent be very perfectionistic on themselves. They could have seen a parent be like very hard on themselves, or they could have seen the opposite in a parent where maybe like their parent was lazy and didn't go after the things they wanted, and then they strived for the opposite. Or maybe their parents always told them like not good enough, not this enough. So I feel like this is someone that is really hard worker. They are really hard worker, but then they have unrealistic expectations on themselves. So they're always going to be disappointed with these unrealistic expectations. You get what I mean? This is someone that is really intelligent, really logical, really rational. Like I said, they think of really good ideas and they know how to express those ideas. They know how to communicate. They know how to persuade people in some way. They have leadership energy and they are a really brave and courageous person. And this person is not a bad person at all, but it's like it's coming from a place of striving for perfection. That's what I keep seeing. I know their messages sound repetitive, but I'm trying to get more information on who this is. Maybe spirit is blocking me off from seeing it. Look, it could also be someone really introverted, someone that likes comfort and safety, like being in the comfort of their own home. Like this person feels more cozy, very ambitious with big dreams, big goals. But I'm not getting more. I'm not getting more than this. Maybe this is someone you don't know for some of you. But maybe for others of you, this is kind of like being blocked off from you knowing fully who it is. Because they see you shining like the sun, like the star. They see you standing out and they want to have clarity on how you do it, on how you're so perfect to them. So now let's take a look at why. Let's get more on why, because I don't know, like I'm trying to get more on this person, but Spirit's not letting me, so oh well. We have the Saint of Authenticity. I am my authentic self in all circumstances. This is what they are seeing within you. But maybe they don't see it as... Okay, I get it. I have another card here. I just need to cover it because there's nudity. So we have the first woman. That's the key word, the first woman. I am the voice of my body and soul. I choose the life I desire to live. So it's like they see you getting to your goals first. And that's the key word here. Before them. They want to be first. They want to be the one that's at the top of the game first. And that's why they're secretly in competition with you. Then we also have the goddess of self-knowledge. The essence of who I am flows effortlessly into everything I create. It's your essence that they're trying to compete with. And they can't compete with it because you are authentically you, Pile 3. Maybe that's what they don't understand. It's like, I think on some way, finding and expressing their own authentic self more and letting go of this thing of striving for perfection and just, flowing with it, just embodying that deepest bliss of enjoying whatever it is they want to do. That's going to set them free. That's going to bring them the freedom they want. That's going to bring them the results they want. Because it's like they can't try to pretend to be you, because your authentic self and your knowledge and your essence flows into whatever you do and whatever you create, and they can't necessarily copy that essence. But if they truly embody that flow, like this feeling of creating whatever they want to do, expressing whatever they want to express in terms of their ideas and their goals, and flowing with it and enjoying it, I see them really getting results here. I see them really freeing themselves, but it's like they want to be first like you. They want to be getting the results that you have, but they can't get the results that you have because you're putting your authentic energy into what you do, and they're putting their energy into what they do. And their energy, their lessons, their purpose, everything is different to you. So they can't try to compare themselves because you're on completely different journeys. Does that make sense? So this is all I have for you. I really hope this reading resonated. If it did, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in my next reading. Bye!